one of the features you may have purchased your Valiant for is the built-in camera. And I'm going to show you a few of the camera features on this page that are really going to make your life so much easier when you go to place your designs. The first one here is I have this camera feature here where I can see my design in real time in 3D on my fabric. So it's going to take a portion of my design and show me exactly how that design is going to look like on my fabric. It's just a 3D image of that design. I have the option that I can dim my lighting. I can also add a point of placement, and then if I wanted to, I could export an image of that scan of my fabric. Now I can even zoom in on that to see it even larger. And if I was wanting to maneuver my design around, obviously I have a solid piece of fabric here, but maybe I was trying to place something around a specific, like a pocket or something on my fabric, I could use these keys here. So I have the option to adjust my point of placement. I can rotate my design still, and then I have the option to move my design. I can either hide or show any of these keypads. So if I want to use my move key, I can just simply touch this key here and it will move my design on the screen. If I touch the center key, it'll again recenter my design to my hoop. Now, if at any point in time I want it to no longer see that key, I can just unselect them and it will hide them. There's also a really cool feature on here. There may be a time where I need to access one of these keypads, but maybe it's in the way of where I need to be able to see. So if I want to move this keypad to another spot on my screen, if I touch on this top of the keypad, I now get a screen that has 9 different quadrants. I can then touch in any quadrant and it will move that keypad for me up and out of the way. And then again, to hide it, I would just touch this key here and it will go away completely. Now to get back to my screen, I'm just going to go ahead and touch OK, and it's going to take me back to my embroidery settings page. Now there's also some features here that are all related to using the camera. So the built-in camera allows you to scan your hoop and be able to see a real image of what is in your hoop on the screen. It's a really great feature for being able to place designs right where you want them to go. So in this case, I've got my fabric hooped and I've got it on the machine, on the carriage. So I'm going to go ahead and touch this key right here that looks like a piece of fabric with a camera. I'm going to select that. It's going to tell me that the frame will move to be scanned within the built-in camera. So I'm going to go ahead and touch OK to see the machine scan. So you'll notice that my display is only showing the 5x7 hoop. So if you were wanting to see the entire 8x14 embroidery hoop field of your fabric, you would actually need to have the frame holder set for that and have that hoop on your machine. So in this case, I'm only seeing the 5x7 because that's where I have my frame display setting set up based on the hoop that's on the machine. Now, one other feature that's wonderful is that if I've got my design placed where I want it to go and I no longer need to see that scanned image, I can simply touch this icon here that looks like a piece of fabric with a blue square behind it. I'm going to select that, and then that will hide my background display. So I no longer need to see it. Now it's just hidden away for me and I can continue on with my embroidery.